Welcome to the Arclight Battery, your power source for all things Warcraft Rumble related. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the teaser that Warcraft Rumble just posted on Twitter. Here's a hint. It's about the Fairy Dragon, as you can see in the background there. So, let's go ahead and look into it. It says a Cenarian Spirit Awakens. Ooh, fancy. And you can see it's probably the Fairy Dragon here. We've got an eyeball here, an eyeball to the side you can barely see. The outline of a, well, really just looks like a Fairy Dragon. Got a leg there, a tail that comes up the back, and then wings. It makes sense that it's a Fairy Dragon. Fairy Dragon is associated with Moonglade and Cenarian, and then hopefully we will have Moonglade as well. So, what are my thoughts and predictions for Fairy Dragon? Well, I think it's either going to be in the Beast or Alliance family. I'm leaning towards Alliance, though. However, Alliance already has a cheap flyer. My guess is that Fairy Dragon will probably be a 2 or 3 gold cost unit, flying of course. Maybe a resistant, that'd be kind of cool. Make it a little more tanky against spells and things of that nature. Be pretty good. But does it replace Griffin Rider? That's the question. We'll just have to wait and see what the talents are. I really hope that the talents are better than the Witch Doctor talents. I personally felt that the Witch Doctor talents were not overwhelming, but underwhelming. Bloodlust, I don't think is very good. The Spirit Shield doesn't seem very inspired. It doesn't seem like it does a lot either, especially with how different attacks work in the game, like channeled attacks, Blizzard, small attacks from minis like the Five Bandits or Murlocs, just things like that. I don't think you're ever going to block anything meaningful with it, like a Deep Breath. And then the extra damage one is just kind of like, yeah, it's okay against larger groups of things. But I just don't think they changed the mini very much at all. And I'm really looking forward to some other things as well. Not sure what talents I would want for the Fairy Dragon. Maybe his attack hits an AoE, or maybe there's a talent that makes it hit in an AoE. I don't know. There's lots of possibilities that could happen. We're just going to wait and see. So, this is kind of cool to look at. This is completely wrong, because this is the Fairy Dragon. You can clearly see the silhouette here. But if you look at this silhouette, this kind of looks like a shoulder of a deer, and then, like, here's the head bent down, and then antlers. Kind of like Cenarian. I don't think that's what it is. I just kind of saw that and thought it was pretty funny. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's look at the Warcraft Rumble BlizzCon panel and look at what they say about Moonglade. Alright, here we go.
Now, as we continue to add new content for dungeons, we also wouldn't want to forget about the final Kalimdor zone. Moonglade is going to come into the game as the final zone of the campaign.
Ooh, okay. So, here are 3 maps. This looks like a summoning stone in the middle of the circle. I don't know what this map could be. This one seems very basic. Like, here's your starting tower. You got 2 lanes. You can switch direction here, and then there will be a boss up here somewhere. That's pretty straightforward. This looks wild, though. I don't know what these are. These are little zones kind of around a campfire. I wonder if you have to walk units to these zones, and then, like, once you have a certain number of minis in each zone, this fire will light up, and maybe Ysera will spawn. I'm not sure. Are we awakening Ysera? Are we saving her? Are we fighting her? Kind of like the Emerald Nightmare. Probably saving her if I had to guess, but very excited to see how these new maps work. Maybe he'll tell us.
At least for now. It'll come after Blackrock Mountain. And we have 5 maps that are in progress for the zone, with both normal and heroic versions, of course.
Okay.
The bosses that we're featuring for the zone are Brightwing.
Brightwing is Fairy Dragon.
A pair of druids, one of the Claw and one of the Talon.
Yep.
We've got Brumaron and Ysera, and also
Ysera, cool. And Cenarius,
so
ooh.
The version of Moonglade is actually going to range from level 16 to 17, and that's going to put the heroic version starting at level 26 and ranging up to 27.
Okay, let's pause it there. So, Cenarian being one of the bosses is really cool in my opinion, because that already implements his model and maybe his basic attack and abilities into the game, which means he could potentially become a leader at some point, which is really exciting to think about. Yeah, very excited for that. So let's see if there's any more he has to say about Moonglade.
So with a lot of the new PvE content covered, let's actually move on to our next topic.
Nope, he's moving into PvP now. So, what do I think? Well, I think that this is good. Fairy Dragon and Moonglade is more than we've gotten in any previous season. Getting a new zone, a new normal zone and heroic zone, more rewards, more sigils. Hopefully the unit will be super cool. Looking forward to all of that. But this teaser doesn't say anything about the new PvE events. So, a couple things I'm hoping for is, obviously I want this unit to be good. I want Moonglade to be fun. I want the maps to be unique. If they're just 5 more maps of, here's my tower, deploy my units, capture their tower, kill the boss. We've done that 20,000 times. Let's be a little creative. I'm really hoping that Moonglade will be fun. But I also want to see repeatable PvE content, the Dark Moon Fair that they have teased, to be in this upcoming season. We've still got 20 days left in the Witch Doctor season, so this is still a ways out, so we still might get more info. But definitely need the Dark Moon Fair in this next coming season. I think it's crucial, especially if Moonglade is... Moonglade is going to be good, don't get me wrong. Regardless of what happens with it or how creative they are, it'll be fine. However, it's a one and done thing. Like, it's just like any other mission, right? You're not going to do it multiple times just to do it. You're going to do it, learn how it works, beat it, and do it on heroic. I have a feeling that normal will probably be great for a lot of people, and heroic might be a little out of reach, but maybe that's a good middle ground for players working their way up to Onyxia. It's kind of like a harder in-between challenge. I wonder what it'll reward and what rewards we'll get from getting 10 more sigils. That's an interesting topic because 150 sigils is a legendary core, and completing the last General Dracasath boss in Blackrock Mountain on heroic gives you a legendary core as well. So I wonder if they will implement good rewards for Moonglade, or if they'll just throw like another epic core or a rare core at you. Actually, I think I'd like an epic core, to be honest. But hopefully the rewards are good. Hopefully PvE content comes out pretty quick. And the fact that they are talking about this today, 20 days before the season happens, is fantastic, honestly. Super excited about it. Cannot wait. Happy they're sharing content. Even if it's just a teaser beforehand. Super happy, super thrilled with it. We also have an update from the community manager on the community Discord. If you're not part of that, I would encourage you to Google it and join the Discord. Great source for communicating with people, great source to ask for help, and also the Blues chat in here every so often, like this. And Astra, our community manager, says the goal of sharing the information so far in advance is to give free-to-play players time to change up their army or make any adjustment that they need to or want to do before the content hits. I want everyone to be able to make educated choices based on upcoming content. And then they also go on to say, we also won't have a season preview YouTube video this time. The season preview is where they talk about the mini, what it's about, all the things coming in the new season, like the emotes, what's going to be in the guild war chest, and that's a weird one to me, personally. You know, like, they're quick 3-minute videos, aren't they? Why are we getting rid of that part of it? And the only thing I can think of is maybe that they know that content creators are going to make videos about it anyway, so why waste the time and resources doing it themselves if they can have content creators like myself and like Old Guardian, Bulava, Excoundrel. There are lots of content creators and every single one of them covers it on the day it releases, so why not just let them do it? A little unsure. I don't know that that's a good reason to stop promoting the game yourself, but okay, cool. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the Fairy Dragon, guys? Super excited to see it. Really hoping it's something amazing. Give me some ideas in the comments about what talents you think this unit will have, what family it'll be in, gold cost, damage type, resistance, armor, nothing, vulnerable, lots of things. Let's just discuss it. Anyway, we'll see what happens when the next season launches. Thanks for being here, guys. I'll talk to you later.